Alright guys, so here we are. This is the guy I met at the flea market. He gave me his number and said that, you know, the ones that don't sell I can come by and take another look at, because there were a lot that I was interested in. So, I'm going to start digging through these and just pick. They're a lot cheaper than how much he had them out there for. I think they're $1. He's charged me $1 and $2 for box sets. At the flea market it was $2 and $5, so obviously significantly better. Hey, yeah, so let's dig right in. I am excited, so hopefully you guys are. And there were a ton that I passed on just because I was limited on funds. And yeah, so this one I actually didn't have. Bradley Whitford. I kind of want to pick this one up. And of course I brought a box here, so I'm just going to start loading up, man. Loading up. 2 copies of Elektra. That's pretty cool. Not really. Let's see, Mythbusters. There's a lot of like sci-fi movies here that, you know, they're probably not great, but I'm gonna buy them. Like these. These were 3 sets that I passed on. I mean, 9 movies for $3. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, you could go very, very wrong, and these are most likely shit. But you guys know I love shit, so absolutely. Let's see. The Substitute 1 through 4. I had this, but my copy is really beat up. Alright, so that's box number 1. Lex. Yeah. Old 90s show here. Looks like the complete season. $2 a pop. I'll take them. And honestly, these are all in immaculate shape, so I'm not even going to check a lot of them because, I don't know, I just trust that these all came from the same home. And so they're all in really great shape. State Property, King of New York, and Belly. I do have those, but Hellbreeder. I'm just gonna snag all the horror, really. Hellbreeder. That looks bad. Screamers, The Hunting, and here's another one of those sets with Wyvern. I'm gonna grab those. Alien Raiders. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these I do have. Chased by Dinosaurs. Phantom of Apocalypse. At First Sight. How can you pass on Sharktopus? You can't. You can't pass on Sharktopus. Single White Female 2? Really? I didn't even know this had a sequel. What's this? I do have a lot of the Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, so I'm going to pass on those. Gangster. Right. Man from Earth, I do have that. This is awesome. War of the Worlds, a TV show. I never even knew that was a thing, so. Oh god. Oh god. Inherent Vice on Blue. I do have that one. Mammoth. I gotta be somewhat diligent here, or picky. I mean, jeez, Mammoth. I gotta pass on that. I gotta pass on that. This is hack. We'll make the final cut. This looks grimy, gritty, and bad. Flight of the Phoenix. Oh, this is incredible. This stuff he didn't have out there. This seems to be the entire Outer Limits. Like the new, the 80s one or the early 90s one and the original. So I can't pass these up for $2, even though I have some of them. So I'm gonna definitely take all of those. Absolutely. $2 a piece. Again, cannot beat it. Let's see. What's this? Dracula the Dark Prince. Peter Weller. Roger Daltrey. It's an Artisan release. When was this released? 02? Ah, looks somewhat atmospheric. This actually doesn't look half bad. Joe Chappelle. I know that name. Yeah. I'm gonna grab that. This set. Yeah. Cybernator. Hyperspace. Oh, God. Absolutely buying that. Hitler's Britain. A lot of weird occult stuff. Not quite my speed, but Alien Apocalypse. Is that? That is the man. The legend. Bruce Campbell. I mean, photoshopped onto a body that's not his, but still. Same thing there, clearly. Yeah. It's Bruce Campbell. I buy Bruce Campbell. Invasion Earth. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but yep. Dead Zone. Yeah, I've always been interested in that show. $2 a pop. I came equipped with a grip of money to spend, so I'm buying all that. All of it. Definitely. Remember there was a Sam Neill one that I passed on last time, but I definitely want to pick up this time. Invasion. I do have this, I think. Simeon Line. Johnny Mnemonic. Love that movie. Johnny Mnemonic. Grew up with it. Love it. I saw that even before, Stephen Hawking. Even before The Matrix. Garden Sublime. Time. Oh, awesome. He's got volume 2. Yes. I do have volume 1, but this box has a lot of stuff I haven't even seen yet, so that'll be fun. Sun Haunted Hill. The original and the remake. That's a cool little set. Have them both, of course. Galactic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love sliders. Even though the show really starts taking a hit towards the 3rd, 4th season. But I love the first 2 seasons. I do have that, though. This was one I passed on last time. I'm going to pick this up for sure. Sammy Davis Jr. and Peter Lawford. What's this? Heaven's Farscape. This is a show I've always wanted to watch, so yeah, I'm going to grab that. And of course, you've got all the Masters of Horror single ones. I mean, that's pretty cool. They're all sealed, so most of them are sealed. 8 Films to Die For. I think I own a lot of these, but they're all on like packed on like 2 discs, so I think I'm going to grab those. And I'm going to curate, you know, I'm just going kind of crazy right now, as you can tell. Kid in a candy store, really. Painting at the Blue Iguana. Director of Il Postino. Interesting. I'll look that one up. Soldier, Dead Zone. That's like the movie. Millennium, I do own. Is that season 1 of X-Files I do own. It's the only one I own, actually. Slave Lawnmower Man, THX. That's awesome. Is this the first one? Yeah, I need the 3rd one, actually, on that. I do like those movies. They're, you know, TV movie versions of Indiana Jones, essentially. They're not bad, and they have a budget. A bit of a budget behind them. Not much, but something. Alien Armageddon. On Blu-ray. Oh, I am a glutton. .666 revealed. True Stories of Real Evil. Yeah, this all came from the same kook, I'll say. Pharaoh. What the hell is this? Cards of Rama'at. Weird. Oh, more weird stuff. I mean, I like weird stuff, but I like fictional weird stuff, not crazy people stuff. Rockets and Missiles, Excalibur. Okay, Red Lion says Rutger Hauer. Oh, look at that, Rutger Hauer, Mark Dacascos. I've heard of this one. Tibor Takacs. Dacascos did a whole bunch of movies with this Tibor Takacs guy, and I haven't seen any of them, but a bunch of action films. This is obviously one I'm picking up, for sure. New Image is indicative of me wanting it. They're essentially, like PM Entertainment. They put out a lot of PM Entertainment stuff, and just really pretty solid DTV action films, so hell yeah. Yeah. So here's that last box that I was talking about that I need to go through. I think for $1, the time is right for this one. I said in my last video that if it was $1, I'd buy it, so I'm a man of my word. A lot of series in this one. Forever Knight. This is actually a series. I own the film Nick Knight. This is actually a series that I'm interested in because it's horror, vampire. Dark Angel, same thing with this. This is James Cameron, so probably buy those. Hyperspace, there's the Sam Neill one. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Cocaine Cowboys, Bible Secrets Revealed. This has all the answers. Big history. Don't know, man, just more sci-fi movie crap that I really don't need, but kind of want. Miami Vice, the original seasons 1 and 2. Yeah, Michael Mann, baby. Hunter hated that movie. Fuck that movie. Wild Wild West, ooh. Yeah, the original Wild Wild West. Yeah, actually this stuff I did see. This one I noticed in the video, and I passed up on it, I didn't even notice it, but I kind of want it. We got this. Go to the Alamo, yada yada. They're coming to get us, the aliens are here, we're all gonna fucking die. Alright, well that is the last box. Cool.
Hello. I swear this is me, Mike. I did shave my beard a couple days ago. Don't be alarmed. So the lot you guys just saw, I picked up a few days ago now. As you can see, the beard's already starting to come back. But I figured I'd go through what I ended up picking up. The guy made me an offer on everything that you guys saw in that video. And of course, it was an offer I couldn't pass up because I saw an opportunity to make some money, make a good amount of my money back, if not all of it, and then some. Because there was a lot of stuff I had that I know I could sell on eBay with a little bit of work. So I bought the whole lot. So right now I'm going to show you guys what I'm keeping. I'm still kind of going through it because it's about 700 DVDs. But I'll show you guys what I'm keeping so far at this point.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is just kind of go through these really quickly, guys, because if I was to go through these one by one, it would take forever. And I also got all of these. Now, again, these are the ones that I'm keeping. Over there are the ones that I'm still going through that I don't want. A lot of that crazy, like, kooky stuff, you know, like the end of the world's coming, all that kind of stuff is there, and I don't care for any of that. So starting here, Salvage and Mortuary. Got this because it's horror films on Blu-ray, and this is a Tobe Hooper film. Watched this one recently, actually. It was okay, not great. Salem Witch Trials, Showdown at Area 51. Sound of Thunder, which is an upgrade. I have this, but I wanted a better copy of it. This is Peter Hyams, and this movie could have been something, but it just kind of falls short. But I still enjoy it. Fallen Angels, Fantasy and Action 6-pack. I picked this up for Warriors of Virtue, the sequel to Warriors of Virtue, The Return of Tao. Has a bunch of other shitty films on it. Beastmaster, that's not a shitty one. That's a good one. And Beowulf, some decent films on there, actually. The Interview on Blu-ray. The Lost World, this one features Jonathan Rhys Davis as, I forget his name, but I like The Lost World, and I love its many iterations. Got a bunch of these. Can't go wrong with all these giant monster movies, CG monster movies. Roger Corman's Cyclops. Hyperspace with Sam Neill. Elephant White, this is an upgrade as well. Darjeeling Limited, Wes Anderson film I do enjoy. The final Highlander movie, again, another upgrade. A lot of these I had, but they were in rough shape, so I'm just upgrading them. This one has a nice slipcover and all that. Devil in the Flesh, this is a sort of a horror comedy from what I understand with Rose McGowan from the 90s, so that's pretty cool. Maps to the Stars, rounding out the Cronenberg collection. There's only Dangerous Method is the only one I need in the collection now. Future Zone, the sequel to Future Force, David Carradine. I think this is PM Entertainment. Oh, no. This is David Pryor. You know the Pryor brothers, they made some really bad movies that are supremely entertaining. Art of War 3, Right at Your Door, I've heard good things about this one. And The Bone Snatcher. Somebody I follow on Letterboxd likes this one, or enjoys it enough. Horseman, this is sort of a Seven ripoff, directed by that guy, Jonas Ackerland, that guy. It's not bad. Worth having. Lost Colony, I don't know what this is, but looks cool. God Bless America, I do like this movie. Really fucked up, really violent, but it's a biting satire. Picked this up. This is an odd set. It's not like Volume 1 or Volume 2 or anything. It just has like 30-plus episodes broken down into these categories, which is pretty cool. But this is the 95 to 2001 Outer Limits.
Watchmen, Black Freighter, another one of these, Wyvern, Sand Serpents, and Carney. Battle of Los Angeles, a lot of, like, Asylum stuff, guys. This one's starring Kel Mitchell. That's why I had to keep it. Kel Mitchell and Nia Peoples. Oh my god. Keenan and Kel, by the way. He's from, and all that. Alien Apocalypse. Oh god. I did pick that up with the Bruce. Second Nature, Heaven's Prisoner, a couple Alec Baldwin films. Battlestar Galactica remake, the miniseries. Undead Rising, this is a cheap Madison set, I think it is, or vintage, yeah, it's really cheap stuff. But it has a film that I've not heard of called Hard Rock Zombies. It's obviously in the public domain, but I want to give that one a whirl. Definitely heard of these two. Cloned, picked that one up. And Outer Limits Volume 3, this is from the original show. So I'm not sure if this rounds out the collection on that. I don't know if there's a Volume 4 or 5 or whatever, but still pretty cool. And these Lex ones, I actually ended up, I do have the entire series, so I'm probably going to sell these off too. Alright, now, I did mention that I was going to pick up these in the video, so I'm definitely keeping these. I actually don't own any of the 8 Films to Die For from this year, so that's cool. Alien Raiders, Virtuality. This is actually a Peter Berg film. I had no idea existed, but I'm going to hold on to that one. Everything's fine. Wild Wild West there. Outer Limits Final Season. This is the reboot series from the 90s, so that's cool. Formula 51, that's an upgrade. One More Time. This is Peter Lawford and Sammy Davis Jr. This is really cool that I skipped in the video, but upon second... Ooh, look at my face. It's all wiggly. Surface. This is a TV miniseries of sorts where it's like a giant monster under the water, and that's all I really know about it. And it's one I've been wanting to see for quite some time. It's 10 hours long. 10 and done. 10 hours and done. Sliders Season 3, of course. The War of the Worlds complete first season. Had no idea that even existed. That's Time Tunnel Volume 2 there. Awesome. Hack, just some random 2000s horror movie. Same thing with The Garden. This one is Anchor Bay and has Lance Henriksen. A couple shitty... I don't even know about these. Oh yeah, Alien vs. Hunter. I do want to see that. It's supposed to be crap. And Transmorphers. The Asylum Transformers ripoff. Yes, I'm keeping Mammoth. Of course, I passed on it in the video, but all these DVDs came out to about $1 a piece, 30 cents a piece, so can't really beat that. Agent Red. This is Dolph movie. It's not supposed to be very good, but picking it up because it's Dolph. Darkest Night 3. Some more 8 Films to Die For. Screamer sequel, The Hunting. Lost Boys sequel, The Tribe. Some episodes of One Step Beyond, which is pretty cool. What's this? Oh yeah, these weird. The Gate to the Mind's Eye. A computer animated odyssey. Animation odyssey. Music by Thomas Dolby. You know, blinding me with science. That song. Yeah, he did the music for this, and it's this weird CG cyberpunk thing. Very intrigued by this. I'm gonna need some substances to enjoy this one to its full extent. Going down here, Diamond Dogs, another Dolph Lundgren film I'm not expecting much from. Independence Day. Independence Day. Look at that title. Oh, God. Asylum. I hate you. And kind of love you. Vicious Vixens, again, keeping this because I've not heard of a couple films here. So, The Vampire Happening and Vicious Kiss. Super public domain, probably really shoddy transfers, but is what it is. Going up here, we've got, yep, Hyperspace with Richard Norton. These actually are out of print, Hyperspace and Cybernator. So look at these covers, man. Just looks like early 90s, late 80s sci-fi action films. Really low budget. Here's another one of those, you know, this one has Sir Mix-a-Lot and Telespy. Just CG, cyberpunk weirdness. Childhood End, Independence Day, Disaster. I hate these titles so much. They're so bad. Childhood End. This one actually is supposed to be pretty good. A TV miniseries on Sci-Fi. It's got a pretty good rating on Letterboxd, surprisingly. The Delos Adventure, a late 90s action flick I know nothing about and don't know any of the people involved. Scorpion King 2. Yeah, why not? G-Men from Hell. This is a better copy than the one I had, so I'm keeping that. And of course, one of my subscribers, one of you guys told me I should have picked up these Masters of Horror, and I have them all now. So I have a few on Blu-ray still, those of which I sold the DVDs of, or am selling. Pellets, picking up, imprint, all of them. Like, it's got a bunch of them. I don't think it's quite all of them, but a lot of them. Devil's Den, Kelly Hu, Devon Sawa, Kevin Foray. Little Anchor Bay horror flick here. Or, not Anchor Bay, Stars Home, I guess. Sublime. Alien Apocalypse. Or Armageddon. Whatever. Red Line, I showed you guys that one. The Mark Dacascos and Rutger Hauer, Tibber Cox action flick here. Really cool. And, of course, I had to pick up Dino Shark and Sharktopus, because I'm a glutton for punishment. Kentucky Fried Movie, I actually picked this up for a buddy of mine. One of the guys, actually Bobby, the guy who owns one of the booth I frequent at the flea market. CQ, this seems pretty cool. It's like they're filming like a B movie in the 60s, and I don't know, shit gets crazy. Looks cool. Not horror genre really, for that matter, but April Fool's Day remake. There's another one, Pro-Life, that's Carpenter. Saint Sinner. Know nothing about this one, but it's another sci-fi flick here. 300, finally picked that bad boy up, give it a whirl. Dracula Dark Prince, White Noise 2. I wasn't a big fan of the first one, but I love Nathan Fillion. It's cool to see him, and Katie Sackhoff, that's cool. I think she's from, Battlestar Galactica. So, Patrick Lussier. Yeah, he did the Dracula movies. So, Dracula 2000 movies. And last but not least, certainly not least, this is a cool one. It does have some value, but I'm holding on to it. Invasion Earth, an A&E BBC TV show, action sci-fi show with Fred Ward, which is pretty awesome right there. So definitely holding on to this bad boy. Chew. So that's everything that I'm keeping for now, and actually going through it again, I'm pretty happy with all my choices. I may wean out some of the Asylum stuff, but I don't know. They're fun whenever I just want to put on a really shitty movie with some friends and some beer or something. They're fun and bad. So that's pretty much everything. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully the no beard hasn't shocked you out of your seat. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like it, feel free to hit the subscribe button, as well as the little bell for notifications. Anyway guys, I will see you all next time. Bored Cyborg, out. Oh, the other way.